explain this confusion when he said Haley was in charge of security at the Capitol on January 6th?
My father's an incredible man.
He knows, and you know, that Mitch McConnell, Chuck Schumer, and I begged for hours for the National Guard to come.
4 months in prison for contempt of Congress for defying the subpoena of that House Select January 6th committee. That's the same exact sentence handed down by a different judge to Steve Bannon, another Trump advisor, who was also convicted by a jury of contempt of Congress for snubbing that committee.
Ukraine says the plane had a cargo of missiles heading to the front lines. But Russia insists the aircraft was carrying 65 captive Ukrainian soldiers en route to a prisoner exchange. CNN can't independently verify either claim.
Peace was impossible. So when a prophet named Daganawida emerged, preaching a message of peace, many rallied to his call. Most notably, Hiawatha, an Onondaga who lost his entire family in the fighting.
Hello, Wisconsin. And from across the bay, hello, Minnesota.
And Netanyahu basically says, hey, screw you. We will do exactly what we want to do and when we want to do it.
A former City Hall guard tells CTV News peace officers are no longer stationed in the building, including in council chambers during meetings. Instead, unarmed guards with no body armor are the main security presence, and it was one of those guards who stopped the shooter.
This could have been really catastrophic. You have to give props to the commissioner who, unarmed, thwarts this thing, which could have been so much worse.
Police investigated but closed the case months later. The woman sued Hockey Canada and 8 unnamed players for $3.5 million. Hockey Canada settled out of court using a reserve fund partially funded by children's registration fees. The scandal rocked hockey in Canada, with parliamentary hearings, resignations, and sponsors pulling out.
Boozhoo Manadu. Taka we tukawishin.
Hello, Great Spirit. Please help me.